Free, free Palestine.
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 Louder and louder, raise up the sky. Free, free Palestine.
Free, free Palestine.
Together we stand with Aaron against colonization, against Zionism, against the ruling class, against the occupation, against genocide. The resistance continues. Rest in power, Aaron.
Remember Aaron Bushnell. 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 Palestine. 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 Palestine.
Trying to break.
Occupation no more.
Free, free
Palestine.
Free, free
Palestine.
Free, free
Palestine. Solidarité avec les peuples qui résistent. Anti-colonialiste. Solidarité avec les peuples qui résistent. Anti-colonialiste. Solidarité avec les peuples qui résistent.
Hi, I'm Darcy. Plain street from out west, living and working here. Okay, living and working here for a bit. Okay. I'm gonna not try to speak for too long. The weight of this week's newfangled horrors taking place in Palestine weigh heavy on my mind and spirit. I also don't wish to take too much time from those far more knowledgeable and capable of speaking to the Palestinian struggle. So I will limit myself to speaking on Aaron's sacrifice, settler colonialism, and an appeal to those of us who share, in part or in whole, Aaron's political perspectives on what our roles as anti-colonial radicals and revolutionaries should be. The deadly curse of settler colonialism is one that has world-dominating reach. As I see the endless streams of destruction and hear accounts of famine and disease, my heart fills with a dreadful grief that all colonized people know very intimately. It has many parts, as all grief does, but perhaps for me, the worst part is a sinking feeling that the world has abandoned the wretched of the earth. That the world, even if sympathetic, looks the other way to shield their consciousness from the harm of bearing witness to atrocity. It's an extremely alienating and agonizing way to feel. It's so bad, I scarcely ever express it to people who are not Indigenous. It is a burden so personal, so heavy, I only trust those who have experienced the same history to listen. This being the case, it becomes easy to dismiss settlers as incapable of extending empathy. With the actions of Aaron, this is proven to not be true. Although the feeling that way is completely understandable. What Aaron Bushnell did didn't take any more courage than what the countless heroes and survivors in Gaza need to do every day. But what it does show is a settler in the most extremely tragic way, renouncing his complicity in the genocidal settler colonial conquest. Something that has moved me profoundly. I wish it could be otherwise for Aaron. I wish we could still have, from all accounts, an incredible comrade and class fighter in our ranks, but that was not the choice he could make in good conscience. He will live on in our memories as a great champion of humanity, a dedicated comrade and a settler who renounced his role in domination. Though the question must be asked, for those of us who call ourselves revolutionaries, activists, radicals, whatever else, dissidents to the current way of the world, enemies of the ruling class, that gleefully fund the slaughter, we saw that Aaron was ready to give what Aaron was ready to give up. Many questions emerge. What are you ready to do? Who are you ready to confront? What are you ready to give up for justice? I think we owe it to Aaron to honestly ask ourselves these questions. Do you talk to your neighbors, co-workers, family and friends? Do you work to pressure institutions, your school, university, workplace? Do you go to the streets when the people are asked? These are only but the first steps towards a meaningful victory. You don't have to give your life like Aaron, but to honor his memory, it would be highly encouraged to take account of yourself and what you can do for the liberation of Palestine, and by extension, the liberation of humanity. There are many ways to struggle, many ways to help, many things to learn. Now is the time. The way I see it, our society has a death cult in charge, one that only responds to strength and will do anything in the name of bloody wealth and power. The beast stays hungry. Some of us get the boot first, but it will come for us all. No one will be spared. In the great words of Aaron himself, ask yourself, what would I do if I was alive during slavery, or the Jim Crow South, or apartheid? What would I do if my country was committing genocide? The answer is, you're doing it right now. It won't be for much longer that people can stay out of this. As the world burns around us and we enter an era of struggle, we must be ready to stand with the exploited and oppressed of the world. Fighting for Palestine is the duty of all those who care for humanity. The worst is yet to come. It's time to fight like hell for the living, hold on to the memories of the dead, and bring the fight to our enemies. I leave you all now with something I wrote for Aaron the day after he gave his life. I hope it resonates. Comrade Aaron, warrior of solidarity. Comrade Aaron set himself on fire February 25th, 2024. His words, echoing true, kindled the embers of millions. Millions who saw his bravery, total selfless love for humanity. We can only hope to be a pale reflection of this love. His last words, free Palestine, quietly. Free Palestine, screaming. Free Palestine, screaming. Free Palestine, screaming. Free Palestine, screaming. More painful screaming. And with his last breath on earth, free Palestine. Comrade Aaron was an American airman who refused to be complicit. He sacrificed his life, his youth, and burned with righteous flame. His will lives on in those of us who hold high his banner. Solidarity and courage. Honor is Mary. Join me in chant. Free, free Palestine.
Free Palestine.
Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Louder and louder, raise up the sky! Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Together we stand with Aaron against colonization, against Zionism, against the ruling class, against the occupation, against genocide. The resistance continues. Rest in power, Aaron. For one colonial subject, and Nehiyao fighter to you, Aaron, you are a warrior I will never forget. In complete reverence, hi, hi. Thank you.
Bonsoir tout le monde. Je m'appelle David. Je suis membre de l'ORA, l'organisation révolutionnaire anarchiste. On m'a demandé de faire un speech à propos de Aaron et l'anarchie. Aaron Bushnell a à peu près mon âge. Aaron Bushnell est un anarchiste. C'est difficile pour moi de ne pas me reconnaître dans lui, dans ses idées, dans ses actions. C'est difficile en fait que j'ai pas été capable d'écrire un texte sur l'anarchie à proprement parler. À la place, je me suis laissé inspirer par le témoignage d'un de ses amis. En citant Malatesta, son ami disait d'Aaron qu'il incarnait l'esprit anarchiste. That deeply human sentiment which aims at the good of all, freedom and justice for all, solidarity and love among the people. Voici donc ce que j'ai réussi à écrire. Aujourd'hui, nous nous retrouvons endeuillés. Endeuillés par la mort d'un camarade et par la continuation du génocide à Gaza. Ces derniers jours ont pour moi été remplis d'émotions. Si bien qu'écrire ce discours fait pratiquement un exercice de thérapie. Un effort émotionnel pour tenter de faire sortir les mots. Normalement, quand je fais un discours, j'ai tendance à parler crûment, à sacrer. À parler comme je parle d'habitude, quoi. Normalement, je parle en tant que membre d'une certaine catégorie de personnes, en tant que locataire, travailleur, personne queer, communiste, anarchiste, révolutionnaire, anticapitaliste, écologiste, antiraciste, anticolonialiste, féministe, et j'en oublie. Normalement, je fais des discours enflammés, qui nomment les problèmes, nos ennemis, les solutions. J'ai tendance à nommer spécifiquement certaines personnes avec du pouvoir, pour donner un visage à l'injustice. C'était tentant de faire comme d'habitude. Nommer 2-3 PDG d'entreprises qui profitent du génocide, les envoyer chier, sortir ma rhétorique révolutionnaire habituelle. Ça aurait été le fun? Rien de tout ça n'aurait été mauvais. Et même particulièrement infondé. Mais ça aurait été une façade. Une projection. Un hologramme d'un pouvoir imaginaire. Comme si j'avais une armée révolutionnaire derrière moi pour faire s'effondrer le vieux monde et en faire naître un meilleur. J'aurais pu éviter d'être moi en portant le masque du révolutionnaire incendiaire. J'aurais pu éviter de nommer comment je me sens. Je me sens triste, seul, impuissant. D'habitude, ma rage est un incendie qui menace de brûler l'État, tout en réchauffant le cœur de mes camarades. Aujourd'hui, je suis une chandelle dans un ouragan. Et j'ai besoin qu'on me protège des non-sens. Qu'on abrite ma flamme contre le vent de la misère. Aujourd'hui, j'ai besoin de l'amour de mes camarades. Aujourd'hui, j'ai ce dont j'ai besoin. J'ai leur amour. Avec cet amour, je me sens un peu moins seul et déjà plus fort. Avec cet amour, j'ai bâti une communauté soudée, solide. Avec cet amour, je peux lutter. Avec cet amour, on peut lutter. Avec cet amour, on peut gagner. Les liens qui nous unissent sont plus forts que les chaînes que nous perdrons bientôt. Nous avons lutté, nous luttons et lutterons encore. La lutte continue, chers camarades. Elle continuera jusqu'à la victoire de tous les peuples. Et lorsque la Palestine sera libre, elle érigera des monuments en souvenir de ceux qui sont tombés. Nous y irons alors pour inscrire en lettres d'or Aaron Bushnell. Merci.
I was raised a soldier. I was built for bowing down, to drop to my knees and worship at the sound of blood and money capital and oil kings crowned. Obey our enforcers, pray to our flag, Our God is the state, and war is her ballad. And you were raised a soldier. Stay your tongue, child, keep silent, I beg. Don't you know that our God can look into your head? See thoughts and images, fears, dread, shape, all know too well. Ask too many questions through the fog, set truth to deception, and raise up the mob. Fight for real justice, and soon you will see the beauty of our weapons pointed straight at you and me. In the end, the state knows no loyalty, for we were raised as soldiers. Peer through the windows and watch every street. Heed George Jackson's words. Watch the pigs and never sleep. A flashbang in the dark, bombs for the masses. Soon the fires will start. A stalker in the nighttime, a predator, a drone, tear gas and flames. Jackboots in your homes, door-to-door searches, to your knees dropping a tone. Fearful and wordless, we all look on. Toward the burning of Rome, this can only progress. Toward panic in the streets, police violence and unrest, desperate riots to escape the cruelty. While the guilt is placed square on the shoulders of those in need, fighting for justice is the greatest of sins, punished by death since the empire began. And I was raised a soldier. And now the muzzle is at my back, the boots are at my door, the guns are all racked, and like my ancestors before, a hail of bullets will set me free. Express one-day delivery. From your state God to be, expect from your Lord no loyalty, for I was raised a soldier. Again, the mic is still open. If anyone wants to come up, even if it's just a few words that are personal to you, or you can come up and say something if you'd like.
I just want to read Aaron's will. I think it's important to acknowledge. I am sorry to my brother and my friends for leaving you like this. Of course, if I was truly sorry, I wouldn't be doing it, but the machine demands blood. None of this is fair. I wish for my remains to be cremated. I do not wish for my ashes to be scattered or my remains to be buried, as my body does not belong anywhere in this world. If a time comes when Palestinians regain control of their land, and if the people native to the land would be open to the possibility, I would love for my ashes to be scattered in a free Palestine. Thank you.
Would anyone else like to come up?
Don't be shy.
Please don't be shy.
Hi, I just want to thank Aaron for giving us this powerful expression of what we've all been feeling inside as witnesses to the horrors from the Imperial Corps. I think he's giving us he has given us like a powerful tool for expression, and we shouldn't take it lightly. We should push forward in this fight, and it's and yeah, thank you, Aaron.
Anyone else? Okay, go once.
Hi. I don't really know what to say, but I just felt like coming up here and say thank you to the people who organized this, because I guess for a lot of you, it's been like a rough week. And personally, I've been looking through the media and nobody's talking about it. And I'm so angry and sad, and I can't believe that people would just keep going on with their lives without talking about it, without talking about Aaron Bushnell and about Palestine in general. So I'm just glad to be here with all of you guys to mourn Aaron Bushnell and all the lives that were lost in the Gaza also. And yeah, free Palestine.
I think we have a little bit, we have time to take one more speaker if someone would like to come up.
Hello. I'm a little terrified of speaking in public, but compared to Aaron's bravery, this is really nothing. So I just want to also acknowledge there was an unnamed woman who immolated herself in Atlanta in December, and our disgusting media has buried this story. She also should be remembered for her sacrifice as well. And as important as Aaron's sacrifices as well, he's not the only one, and we should also remember this unnamed woman. I wish we knew her name, but yeah. Anyway, that was it. Thank you for that.
So I'd like to end off.
I'm also scared of speaking in public, but I'm Palestinian, and the last few months have been absolutely outrageous. I'm here in Montreal alone, but seeing everybody here coming in together for support for Palestine means the world to me. Even if there were 2 people here or 100 people, it means the world, and we really appreciate all your advocacy, and we will never forget your support. That's all I wanted to say. Thank you so much, and free Palestine.
Hi friends, I'm also terrified to be up here, but this one hits, and now I'm losing my words. We are all here, not just for Aaron, but for everyone that has died as a result of this genocide. And to be here honoring the life of one person who has a family, who has people that care about him, and that he's no longer here, it hurts me so much, and I know it hurts all of us, that there are more than 30,000 people with their own stories that have been lost because of the machine acting the way that it does. So I'm forcing myself to be here even though I'm shaking, because we need a fucking free Palestine. Woo! And that is why we're here. Free Palestine. Woo!
I'd like to end it off with the words that Aaron wrote on his position on Palestine. Currently, many narratives are looming around on why Aaron did what he did. Accusations of declining mental health. The idea that him being an anarchist is grounds to dismiss what he stood for. And I'd like to read his exact thoughts, his exact words on his stance on Palestine, showing that these are the words of someone of a sound mind, and that his call to action is rooted in the principled nature that many of his friends and comrades believed he had. So I am not Palestinian, and I am in no position to endorse or condemn Hamas's actions. That being said, neither are most people, and there are a lot of very confidently ignorant opinions being thrown around. The idea, that there are no Israeli civilians or tourists that took part in the oppression of Palestine, that idea doesn't make any sense, and betrays a lack of understanding that what the oppression of Palestine even is. Israel is a settler colonialist apartheid state. All of its residents or their immediate forebears have moved there specifically to settle on stolen land whose people are being cornered and cleansed just a few miles away, or right next door in the case of the West Bank. There are no Israelis without the genocide of the Palestinian people. To bring this into a stark relief, there is an example of a festival where the liberal states and the media have made it a point of clutching their pearls over. A music festival. How can it be more innocent than a music festival? The music festival is happening 3 miles from Gaza, within sight of a border wall. Imagine a similar event happening in the early days of colonization of North America. Can you and I really say that indigenous people are wrong for retaliating against colonizers that are rubbing their domination in their face? So we're going to take 5 minutes just to coordinate the march. So if you guys can just bear with me for a second, and once we do that, we can continue.
Solidarité avec
So some final words, continue to advocate, speak out, continue to talk about Palestine, continue to honor Aaron Bushnell, as his call to action does not go out in vain. And thank you so much for coming out tonight. It was really cold and raining, but we're here, and I think this is it speaks to how people are still talking about Palestine and going to continue to do the work, and this is only just the beginning. I think Aaron has connected the struggle of those from the global south to here. There are currently protests in Yemen and Palestine that are holding up his image, that are there, so they know that the sacrifice that he gave. So yeah, just keep Aaron Bushnell in your minds and keep Palestine in your heart.
Long live Palestine! Long live Aaron Bushnell!
And fuck McGill! Remember Aaron Bushnell! 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 Long live Aaron Bushnell down!